Hi, this is Doug, the Yankee Redneck. I'm going to do a quick video on arrows and some information about them, the names of each part of the arrow, and the different varieties of things you can have on your arrows. Now, these are carbon arrows here. There are wooden arrows, there are aluminum arrows, there is hybrids that are aluminum and carbon fiber. There's carbon fiber, then there's also arrows that are carbon fiber with a mix of nylon or polyester. In my opinion, the 100% carbon arrow is the best one. Each one of these has a rating. They've used two different ratings for these arrows. This is a 400 rating. This is the spine, the stiffness of the arrow is a 400. The lower the number, the stiffer the spine of the arrow. This arrow they used for the poundage of the arrow. An arrow that's from 55 to 75 pounds of draw. Basically, you can use these arrows in the same bow. The most common is the 3-digit spine. Like a 500 arrow would have more flex to it. A 300 arrow would have less flex to it. The faster the arrow, the heavier the draw of the bow, the stiffer the spine has to be. You can shoot an overspined arrow when it's stiffer than necessary, but you can't shoot an underspined arrow. You would not want to shoot an underspined arrow through your bow. If you shoot an underspined arrow, you could have catastrophic failure, and you could have parts of the arrow going through your hand. So you always want to make sure you use the proper arrow for your bow. Never shoot an underspined arrow. Or never shoot a damaged arrow, because you could also have the same result. One way to check for damage, if you can bend it, and there's no sounds of crunching or crackling noises, it should be fine. If it makes any noise whatsoever, dispose of it immediately, never shoot it again. When you're looking for the arrow with the proper spinage for your bow, usually on the box the arrow comes in a graph on the back. On the side will have the length of your arrow. On the top will have the weight of your poundage that you draw on your bow, and you cross-section them, and it should tell you what you need, whether it be a 500, 400, 340, or 300, or even a 250. So you want to check the back of the box, check the length of your arrow, the poundage of your draw weight on your bow, and it's pretty easy to figure out which one you need. Most of the arrow manufacturers on their website have those charts right there, so you'll know before you even leave your house to go to the store. If we pick up the arrow and we look at the components of the arrow, we'll start at the beginning. We have a field point or practice tip, and these thread in to the aluminum insert. This is basically what the insert looks like. These are glued in place inside the arrow, so you can install your tips. There are many different styles, weights, and manufacturers. So that's a combination point right there, field tip. Here we have a broadhead, a 3-bladed broadhead, and each blade has a sharpened edge on both the top and bottom, and a chisel point. This type of broadhead you could use for deer, wild boar, bear, elk, any of the large game we have here in the United States. There are many types. There is fixed blades, there's mechanical, so I'll do a separate video on broadheads alone. The rest of the arrow is called the shaft. We already discussed the poundage of the spine of the shaft. At this end we have the vanes or fletchings. You can use feathers, solid plastic vanes, or imitation feathers. And these here are the 2-inch blazer vanes. These are the ones I like to shoot. They come in 3-inch, 4-inch, and 5-inch vanes. It's all in your preference. The last bit of the arrow is the nock. This is what clips onto the string. Has the indexing point, so you know when you're holding it. Right here. Now you always line that up with your cock feather. Your cock feather is the one that's different from the others, so you know to put that away from the bow or away from the rest, depending on if it's a traditional bow or what kind of rest it is on your compound bow. That way you always know where to put that when you line it up, when you clip it to your string. So this here, you'll know that lines up with your cock feather when you grab it. You can feel it. As far as the nocks go, there's many different styles and shapes and colors. Most of them will do the job quite well. The ones that come with it are adequate. So here we have a Luminock. It's a lighted knock that has a battery in it with an LED diode in it to make the light. I have one here and a pen I made from a broken arrow. When you release the arrow, the string pushes in the knock and turns it on. And it stays lit until you turn it off by pulling it back out. Having a lighted knock, if you're shooting longer distances when you practice, it's easier to see where your arrow hit the target, or if you happen to be hunting, it's easier to see if you hit your mark on the animal you're hunting. The vanes, or fletchings, they come in many shapes and sizes. These are 2-inch blazer vanes, the ones I use. You get the American flag, you can get zebra stripes, solid colors, multiple colors. Whichever you like, there's quite a variety. They also come in the different lengths. They have 2-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch, and even 5-inch vanes. There's also, when you fletch an arrow, most commonly people use 3, but you can use 2. You can use 3, you can use 4. It's all your personal preference. Myself, I like the 3 2-inch vanes. I think they work best for me. So when it's time to buy your new arrows, head to your local archery shop. They can help you with everything you need. Your arrow length, your spine, and your price range. In my next video, I'll be refletching some arrows, show you how we do it, with a variety of different jigs to do it with. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Bye now.